Good luck, my brother. That is the trail.
Adios.
You're under arrest, Manuel Vasquez.
You cannot arrest me here. I have crossed the border. I am now in Mexico.
I'm sorry. The line is over the next hill.
You think my family will let you take me back to Tombstone?
I think they're too smart to try anything.
We shall see, Senor Earp.
Move.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Tombstone lay in a country that had long been Mexican before it was American. Many an old family rancho nestled near the best water of the surrounding valleys. But changes of allegiance are not made easily, and sometimes there is friction, and the kind of trouble that involved Wyatt Earp.
Hold it. Still got quite a ways before Tombstone. You didn't bring any food or water, did you?
It was not a picnic I was going on.
Why'd you run, Manuel?
That is a foolish question, senor. I killed a man. Many saw it.
Maybe if you'd have stayed to explain.
You would not have arrested me?
You're gonna have to stand trial. But there's no reason why...
You think I will get a fair trial in the court of Americanos?
I guarantee it.
You, senor. You are Americano also. One way or another, I will not go back to Tombstone.
We'll see. Hold out your hands. We're gonna have to stop by the Bisbee station. Pick up some water, some food. Newly made deputies of Sheriff Beans. Most of them are friends of Walter's, I guess.
You see? I was not wrong. You are not going down there.
They've left. They're headed south looking for you. We need food and water. If you want to take off, go wandering around this country without food and water with those cuffs on, you're welcome.
Howdy. What can I do for you? Say, you must be Marshal Earp.
That's right. I'd like another canteen full of water. Have this one filled, too.
Sure. Get it.
About a half a loaf of bread, too.
Sure. You get left by the posse?
Not exactly.
Say, ain't that Vasquez? The one they're looking for?
Just fill the canteens, please.
Sure.
You stay right where I can see. Thank you.
Expect we'll be seeing you again, Marshal.
I'm warning you. Don't go after the posse.
They're lawmen, too.
Just don't go after him.
You trying to protect a killer, Marshal? Get going.
Here. Put your hands down.
Why are you doing this?
Because we're gonna have to ride fast. Go on, get out of here. I'll catch up with you.
There is dust.
Yeah, they're coming. We still got to start. We better get up in those hills. Go on, ride.
Hold it. No, senor. Take his guns.
Gracias, Francisco. Unbuckle. My gun is in his saddlebag.
Now, I think we had better move quickly. Andale! Andale!
Papa.
My son. Senor,
Don Ignacio?
it is a great pleasure we meet again. Before, it was a matter of some cattle stolen from me, was it not? And you were an honored guest in my hacienda.
That's right.
Here in the humble home of my loyal countrymen, I cannot offer you the same hospitality.
Evidently, I am not a guest.
Francisco, por favor, put the gun down.
But my father, he is a dangerous man.
No. He is not a danger to us, for he is too wise. He will listen to reason. I have heard it said in Tombstone, senor, that Marshal Earp is the law. If you say a thing is to be, then surely it will be.
What are you driving at?
It is simply this. You will return to Tombstone alone, and you will say it was not my son who killed the Americano.
Well, even if I wanted to do this, I could not. Others saw the killing.
Believe me, senor, I would not ask if there were any other way. But I cannot allow you to take my son back to Tombstone.
It's his only chance. Otherwise, he'll be a fugitive the rest of his life.
I will say it once more. My son cannot be accused of any crime. There will be no trial. He will go free. You will see to it.
And if I do not?
But it is very simple, senor. If you do not, then you must die.
Has it not occurred to you that he might be acquitted? That the court might understand how a thing like this could happen?
No.
I cannot lie for you or anybody else, Don Ignacio.
You are not as wise as I thought, Senor Earp. Will you lead the way, mi amigo? Here. Here, where the horses pass much, there will be no trace. Here, senor, you will begin to dig.
And what am I digging?
Why, your grave, of course.
Mind if I take this off? It's hot work.
Make yourself comfortable, senor. Ricardo, some water for the senor, por favor.
Si, Don Ignacio.
It is no use to look, senor. The posse will not find our trail.
I can hope, can't I?
Perhaps you had better send the men to keep a watch.
Vaya Navidad.
We do not want to be surprised by this posse which the senor would like us to surrender our son to.
Not to them. To me. An officer of the law.
It is the same thing. They too claim to be officers of the law.
But I'll save him from being lynched.
If you got into Tombstone, you could not protect him, even with your life.
I'll take him to Fort Huachuca. Put him under the protection of the cavalry until the trial.
And you promise it will be a fair trial.
I must have had a reason to fight Walters. I'm betting that it was a good one.
It was good enough for us, senor.
And why shouldn't it be good enough for a judge? Maybe he'll be given freedom from this charge forever.
But you forget, senor. He is free now.
Is he free to go back to your rancho in the San Pedro Valley? Is he free to marry this girl and settle on the land that they both love?
Perhaps not for a while.
He will never be. Never. You understand that, Manuel? Because the law never forgets and it never forgives. Believe me. It's better to face it now and tell the truth.
Senor,
Quiet, Manuel.
Now let him talk. Maybe then you'll see that he has a real chance of going free. Let him tell why he killed Walters.
I know why. And he will not speak of it.
Papa, perhaps what he says.
My son, do not listen to him.
But suppose it is as he says, and I can never return.
We will find a way.
Perhaps. But suppose it could be as he says, and I would be free of it all.
Manuel, do you wish to tell why you killed the Americano?
No, Papa.
Then be quiet and allow your father to end this business. And you, senor, dig.
You know, come to think of it, why should I be digging my own grave? You get somebody else to do it.
I should think that over, senor, if I were you. If my men do it, they will finish much quicker than you.
You convinced me.
But not too slowly, senor.
Water, senor?
Thank you. I'm sorry, senorita. You'd make a pretty bride.
Alicia, my dear, come away. There is no need to talk.
Why, Don Ignacio? Are you afraid I will learn some truth from him?
Felicia, my child.
Learn perhaps that you are wrong?
My dear, I have lived longer than you by many years. I know what is best.
Do you, Don Ignacio? For you or for us?
Alicia.
Well, does he, Manuel? Can killing this man solve anything? Can our marriage be a happy one with his blood on our hands?
Our hands?
Yes, our hands, yours and mine. But we've done nothing to stop it.
Manuel, will you tell your betrothed that she must have respect for the head of this family? Will you tell her that my word is final?
Querida, he is my father. It will be as he says.
Senor, dig. I think, senor, that will be deep enough.
You're right. He will be well buried.
And come up now, senor. You would like something to eat?
Let's get it over with.
Manuel.
Be quiet, querida.
Perhaps then, senor, you would like to pray.
All right. Why not? I have no regrets myself. I've lived a full life the best way I know how. My only regrets are for Felicia. She would have made a pretty bride, fine wife, mother. And for Manuel, who could have been free. I pray you'll all be forgiven for what you're doing. Now go ahead and do it.
Stop. You aren't really going to kill him. You can't mean this.
Felicia, there is nothing we can do.
Are you going to let them kill him? An innocent man? A man of law? Who has only tried to help you?
But you know what it is for.
See. And because it is for me, it is for me to decide if you shall do it.
No.
Yes, I have a right to decide.
Felicia.
Senor, do you wish to know why the Americano died?
No, girl, I say no.
And I say yes. It was to avenge my honor that he killed.
Felicia, you should not. You do not have to tell him.
I will, Manuel. I will gladly tell him, and to the court if he wishes, to save his life and ours. How I made the mistake of leaving Manuel and Francisco in the restaurant and going into the street alone. How this man saw me and thought wrong things and caught me and dragged me behind a store. How only because Manuel and Francisco came looking for me was I saved from him. How Manuel fought him and had to either kill or be killed. The others, they came and saw him. And Manuel, because he was Mexicano, he was afraid and ran.
If you will tell that to the judge in court, I'm sure that Manuel will be acquitted.
I will. Oh, I will.
No, you cannot tell to the world your shame.
But I did nothing wrong.
What shame? You know she is not to blame.
Francisco!
There is no need to kill him, I've told him.
There is more need than ever. There is no help for it now that he knows.
I will tell it.
You will tell no one else. If you have no pride of your own, I have enough for both. Now get out of the way.
Then you must kill me too. Manuel, I swear it.
No, senorita. There's no need for that now.
But, senor...
It's all right. You tried.
There is no time.
What?
One is giving the signal. It must be the posse.
How far? That is important. How much time?
One! How far?
No, Francisco. Manuel, you kill him. I ordered it.
Manuel, if he dies, we will never marry. You know that.
Be quiet, girl.
Manuel, if you love me, If you love life, justice, you must trust him, not kill him.
Kill him!
All right, senor. We will do it your way. Come take the gun.
Manuel.
I am sorry, my father. I think it is best.
Patron, they are riding fast.
Now it is too late for anything. Too late also for you to get away.
Then we'll have to meet him head on. You, have you got a shotgun?
Si, senor.
Go get it, and any other guns you can find.
You will trust us with guns, senor?
Let's see Manuel die right here, strung up to that tree. Here, take this. Go and get inside the house. Come on. Let's go.
Well, Marshal, you've led us on quite a chase.
Who made you a deputy, Kavanaugh?
Sheriff being. Oh, it's all legal. And we want Vasquez.
He's my prisoner, and he's going to stay my prisoner.
That's so. You're talking pretty big for a lone man.
There are 5 guns pointed at your men out there. And this shotgun's aimed right at your belly, Mr. Kavanaugh. Now, your men may kill me, but I promise you'll be cut in half before they do. So you just tell your boys to sit real easy.
Don't anybody go getting itchy fingers out there now. Well, look, Wyatt, can't we talk this over?
Nothing to talk about.
Well, now, you've got no love for this killer. Why risk your life for him?
You wouldn't understand that.
How do you propose to ride out of here with him?
Don Ignacio, are you willing to die to save your son's life?
See, you know that I am.
And suppose you take over this shotgun while Manuel and I ride.
Senor, it will be a pleasure.
Now, you take it easy there, Grandpa.
Give us a 15-minute start. Anybody moves a muscle before that time, just pull the trigger.
Si, senor. The horses are in back.
Earp, you won't get away with this.
Manuel, you ready?
Ready. Papa.
Go with God, my son.
Gracias.
And you, my friend. Hasta luego.
See you in court.
Since this matter of honor is even more important to those of Spanish descent than it is to us, even more a part of their heritage and sense of justice, and since, moreover, the killing was proven to be an act of self-defense, I find it justifiable homicide and the defendant, Manuel Vasquez, not guilty.
Senor, how can we ever thank you?
You can thank me by inviting me to the wedding.
You, senor, will be the guest of honor at the happiest fiesta in Arizona history.
I want to be there. I'd like to kiss the bride.
I do not approve of these demonstrations in public. These young people today have no reserve. This is the bad influence of you Americanos.
They may not have any reserve, but well, maybe they're happier. I think your son will turn out to be a fine man.
Naturally. His wife will see to it. But I suppose, senor, I must apologize to you.
You already have.
When?
When you took the shotgun.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp!